Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the cafe. I am your hostess, Barista. It's not just my name, it's also my title. Just let me know what you want. I will serve it up for you. Or at least I will try to. Tonight, I'm here with a very special guest and friend, and we're on a mission to try and secure dates for prom. Would you like to introduce yourself? Technology is about to go crazy. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. My brain is just too full of references for its own good. Most of the time. Okay, so now that we've got the game actually pulled up, we can stop with our cool, chill jazz playlist and actually have the game audio, huh? Don't don't let your memes be dreams. Unless your dreams are memes, in which case, well, I don't know. I'm just a barista, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a fucking dream reader, whatever. I feel like there's a name for that. I'm not fucking Joseph from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I can't interpret your dreams and tell you that your dreams mean your country's about to have famine. That's not my job. But anyway, yeah, we are here. We're gonna play Monster Prom. You know, if you hadn't done it by the time I hit start on the game, I would have done it. I just wanted to see if you were gonna get to it. And if you didn't, that would have been fine. It's all in good fun. Okay, so I really should ask and make sure that people can actually hear you in the chat. Probably should have said that first. Been like, hey, we can't hear anything. That sounds like a problem. Just a little bit. Let me see. Nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I'm not seeing, like, it's not lighting up on my OBS at all.
Ooh.
Why is it showing calculator as an option?
What?
Bro, I don't know. All I know is I went to, check the sources and it was like, calculator app.
OBS wants me to be a calculator, I guess.
Well, I pulled it up on my phone and I could hear you just fine on that, so I assume we're good whether or not OBS is actually gonna, show that you're doing a thing. And
Yeah,
if not,
fair enough.
we can fix that.
I'm sure OBS just needs some time to get it together.
Yeah, because now as soon as I called it out, it's like, oh, I need to do the thing now. Oh. Yeah, no. Seems like we're all good. So I will ask you what I asked you before we transitioned over to the main screen. Are you ready to try and get a date for prom?
I'm ready to try.
Hopefully this goes better than real life did for me. Did you want to do a short game or a full game of about 60 minutes? 45 or 60?
I'm good either way. Depends on how long you want to go, because this can get long.
Yes. Yes, it can. Let's just start with a short one for now and see how we're doing. It looks like we're not covering up everything, so we should be good. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Now I'm old and afraid. That's why I'm nervous.
I was young but afraid in high school, so I don't know what the game's going on about.
I was young and I stopped being afraid because I realized everybody else was fucking dumb. And I did not need their approval.
Same, but it's also the reason why I became afraid, because everyone was being stupid.
Well, it's
I
very...
didn't need their approval, but I was afraid of what damage they could cause.
Okay, that is so fair. I figured... After, like, a solid 6 months where almost nobody spoke to me, I was like, you know what? Clearly these people don't have anything important to say to me. So whatever they do have to say doesn't fucking matter. So, there's that.
True words have never been spoken.
Also why I felt confident enough in myself and my life, and also just didn't give a shit to not actually have, you know, quote-unquote romantic dates to prom. My first prom, my friend asked me to go with her with a game of Hangman. And then the second time I took my younger cousin to prom with me.
I didn't go to prom. My parents were traditionalists and wanted me to have a date. They didn't care the gender of the date, but it had to be a date. And, I'm not gonna get into my success rate of that.
Would it make you feel better if I told you that my mom showed up for pictures and everything for my first prom in a, like, ripped up t-shirt and ratty ass shorts? Would that make you feel better? Even though, like, everybody else who came, like my grandma and stuff, actually wore something nice. And it's like, well, way to make your kid feel fucking important on a day like this.
That, I can't say it makes me feel better, just makes me feel enraged.
Yeah, same. Well, not really anymore. I'm pretty much over it. Because that was 13, 14 years ago. So it doesn't matter anymore.
Fair enough.
Now see, this is also why we should pick the short game, because I'm just going to sit here and go off on tangents about prom and real life for like 45 minutes of this 45-minute game, and then we'll never get to the end. We'll never get to prom at this rate.
I totally would just let you.
No, Desk is encouraging me. He says go on tangents. Well, now because you've said that, I'm going to not go on a tangent harder. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who am I?
Ain't that the question of the century?
I mean, of these four, I always like to be Vicky the most. She's just so cute.
Fair enough.
Who do you usually pick?
It depends on who everyone else ends up picking. I either pick, Amara or Oz.
Okay, cool, so there's not gonna be any crossover. Sounds good. Yeah, sure, Desk, you can have the car keys. They're right where I left them. Okay, but honey, What time does it close? Because it's almost midnight. And when I say almost, I mean it's 3 minutes to midnight. We're 1 minute away from being a really good song. Gonna get a 50-piece McNugget with it? I feel like this question is a trap coming from you, Akko.
Hey, if you're going to McDonald's, can you get me a Shamrock Shake? If they still got them?
I was gonna say, I don't know if they still have them. I don't remember how long they keep having them after St. Patrick's Day. I mean, it's only been a week. Maybe they have it till the end of the month. Or until they run out of syrup, I think. That's basically the answer.
Probably also depends on the location.
That is also a big part of it, yeah. Because there's like 2 in the nearby town. And then one, like, not far from that. And then there's one not far from us. Classy, the place where the Whoppers are will be closed by the time he gets there. No. No Whopper for you.
That's also the wrong fast food place he's going to. Like, he's going to McDonald's.
No, the Baconator place is closed, will be closed too. I think they close at midnight our time too. Everything except the one McDonald's closes.
Classy asking for everything but an item from McDonald's.
For everything and the kitchen sink. A mixed spaghetti, you know what, sure. I'll go find a place that has like all the novelty boxes and shit on display. Put just the crunchiest, driest spaghetti in the box. A slab of crusted over like tomato paste. Put that in the box and serve it.
You don't even get any cheese with it either.
No, that costs extra.
I was just about to say that.
That costs the same amount as the fucking sauce packet. Which is like 20 to 30 cents, I think, per extra packet. McLasagna, exactly, Papito. How you doing tonight, friendo? We're trying to get dates for prom, but we haven't even set foot in school yet, so, we're doing great.
It's off to a great start.
Listen. If we just keep yapping, maybe we'll not coerce them, but we'll win them over with the autism riz.
Exactly. Riz them with the tism.
Exactly. See, you knew what I was getting at. You're eat beef, well then go eat. Go get comfy and get some eat.
Yes, tism riz.
Tism rizm, yeah. Okay, but we have yet to experience school's ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. They've said the title. We can roll the credits now. This is just
all right. That's it, everyone. Pack it up. Game's over.
This is a just chatting stream for the next 4 hours. I remember it clearly. 2 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Great, ever since fucking Papito said McLasagna and I was talking about spaghetti sauce, I'm just remembering the time I cut my thumb on spaghetti sauce.
Ouch.
Let me emphasize, not the jar, not like the can opener or anything. The sauce itself is what cut me.
There must have been some sharp ass herb slices in there.
Well, what it was a jar that I would open, do like a dollop, cook it up with my spaghetti, and then just, put the lid back on, put it back in the fridge. Well, the bits that, I didn't wipe up when I put the lid back on, they dried up, they got hard. And one of them was pointy. So I scratched my thumb on spaghetti sauce. Very close to liquid, but yeah. Hard liquid.
Hard.
Not
Hard
frozen
liquid.
liquid, but hard liquid. Solid liquid. Yes, exactly, Papito. We're coming up on 11 years since that happened, and I still remember it all the time.
I mean, hey, that's a great memory, better than mine.
Let's just say I have my reasons for remembering, like, specifically the period of time in my life when that was happening. Not just because of the trauma of, cutting myself on spaghetti sauce.
Alright then.
Instead, let us meet our classmates, who apparently have more riz than us. We'll show them. Miranda Vanderbilt, age 19. Sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, age 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, age 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Man, we're just bringing in more werewolves and shit. More werewolves and vampires.
Yep.
Liam de Lioncourt, age 400-something. Hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Holly Geist, age 22. Party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, age 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? Poor Vera, I'm just standing right in their fucking way. No wonder she looks so done with everything. It has nothing to do with, Polly being, like, wrapped around her head. No, it was everything to do with me being right in front of her.
Oh, totally, absolutely.
Okay, Papito, you enjoy your lurk, you get comfy and go and get some sleep.
Go get those goodies.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in, love you. Get that barista love emotes. Yeah. We only had 2 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 2 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
And now for the greatest magazine quiz of all time. And the stupidest.
I mean, by its own admission, it's Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! Crazy X is how to deal when they just won't go. Mood. Actually, no, can't relate. They're always the ones who leave.
Can't relate either.
I'm a big fan of this shark with the sunglasses, just like, chaw. Chaw, dude. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Yeah, that's called the brainworms.
Yes.
Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. I got scared for a second, wasn't gonna show up. This is me. Like, the sun could be a million miles away and too warm. Too warm. It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead! Time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler. Wink. Global warming isn't real. I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas. Or, nah, the world is doomed, but I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon-to-be-covered by water world.
I was gonna say, sometimes you can tell what answers lead to you having bonuses for what characters.
Or at least which stats. Which,
yeah,
like you said, it's also the same kind of thing. I'm just gonna... There we go. There we go. Now we're on a little more even keel. Now my skirt's not covering up all the answers. I mean, I think inviting the sun to a party would be pretty cool. I think Apollo would enjoy a party. I think he'd be pretty cool with that.
Especially if there was music.
Mm-hmm. He could provide the music. That's one of the, like, numerous things he's the god of.
Sure that.
If there's something obscure and relatively niche that you can't think of that there's a god for, it's probably Apollo.
I'm picking that one. The world's doomed at this point. Why not? Let's make some money.
That's a very Vera answer, if I had to guess. Fanfic every Monday, 8 o'clock. A fucking Sailor Moon with Dragon Balls in her hair, and she has a gun. I'd watch it.
Yeah.
A radioactive possum. Sorry.
I'd watch it too.
Sailor Moon was my first anime. Because I'm pretty sure it was probably like Cartoon Network or Toonami or something. They had Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z back to back. And our parents let us watch it because I had an older brother and he really liked the Dragon Ball Z, but I think Sailor Moon was on first, so he had to sit through that with me. I don't remember any specific episodes other than, like, the set of episodes that was just Goku charging up the Spirit Bomb for, like, 5 episodes, screaming. Just, ah!
God.
With, like, the occasional cut to Frieza on the ground, just like,
I don't know if this counts. If it does, great. Mine would be Pokemon. If it doesn't, then Hellsing Ultimate. When I was like 19.
Why wouldn't Pokemon count?
Some people count it, some people don't.
I mean,
I don't know.
It has manga, so therefore an animated adaptation could be considered an anime. That's how that works, right?
I guess. I don't know. I'm just a dragon. And you're just a barista. Who's to say?
I am just a barista. I'm not a fucking etymologist who's giving us a very clear, concise definition of what constitutes anime. Especially these days when they refer to shows like The Blood of Zeus as a Netflix original anime. So, jot that down. And you know what else we should jot down? Our answer to the question of, a radioactive possum just bit you. What superpower did you get? Probably rabies? I'd go to a hospital immediately. The incredible power of writing fanfiction so compelling that the actual creators of the TV shows decide to go with my ideas and crazy ships. Or, the superpower of always choosing the right combination of emojis to get the desired reaction from all people. Seducing my loved ones, burning my enemies, and settling any argument, and even complaying complex emotional thoughts.
I know which one I'm picking.
Is it the emoji one?
It is, because fuck dysgraphia. Let me have that power.
You know what? That is very fair. Fun fact, possums don't actually carry rabies, so if a possum bit me, I would not get rabies. I simply would not get rabies. I would not have to go to the hospital. So I want fanfiction.
I want emotes.
What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? Person hates the outdoors, person lacks manners, person is mediocre, person lacks taste, person is a coward, and the person is boring.
This is the question that decides, like, who you're going to have, like, a bonus affinity.
Affinity?
Yeah, that word.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm a coward. Depends on what they lack taste in. I hate the outdoors, so that's not a deal breaker for me. Again, how are they mediocre? I mean, if you're boring, I guess that would be the worst for me out of all of these options.
Mine would be lax manners. Because it does not cost anything to be nice or kind or to use common sense or logic.
That's true, but common sense and logic are not very common. Or logical.
Unfortunately, they are not.
Okay, Jesus Christ, that was loud as shit.
Ooh.
You know what? We'll roll with it. It's fine. It's just really loud in my ears, so I'm turning it down. There we go. You can come hang out here with me. That way we're not covering our locations.
Alright, fair enough. Also, if you hover over your stats, it should show you what each of the areas would give you.
Yep. Oh, that's actually your stats. But yeah, same concept. I don't know. I'm a fan of the Spooky Woods Party.
Heck yeah.
I have no charm. Look at that. I have 3.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, you stole all the charm. You have 7.
Damn! I can't even see mine yet.
I mean, if you peek on my stream, I have it pulled up.
Yeah, I see it. Alright. Not bad! No, I got pretty decent stats.
Well, if it's saying I have affinity with Polly, I should really lean into the fun, I think. That seems like something she'd be into.
Oh, absolutely. Technically, I have affinity with Miranda, but I'm not going for her.
That's very fair.
Which leaves only one other person for my raging lesbian ass.
I mean, you can have Polly if you want. I'm not gonna stop you.
Oh no, you're good. I always go for Vera.
That's fair. Very fair. There we go. You're sitting on my head. There we go. Now, what we'll do, we'll just make you a little smaller. You'll be just a little guy sitting on my head. Probably squash and stretch you the wrong way, but this is fine. Just don't turn into dragon form on my head, and I think we'll be good.
I was gonna say, I can choose my height and size. I could be just a little dragon creature on top of your head.
That's true. I mean, this works for me. You're like a nice hat.
You did say you wanted to wear more hats!
I didn't necessarily say I wanted to wear more hats. I just said I have a lot of hats to wear should I so choose to.
Okay, fair.
Now I have a dragon hat. I see this as an absolute win. No, I didn't want to open that. Get out of here. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point, there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the reality of fabric itself. The fabric of reality itself. Who cares? It's a rad party. I gained 2 fun. You're all set to enjoy some sun when all of a sudden the sun disappears. Oh no, global warming!
Oh no.
You don't mind too much. The darkness suits you, but Polly and Vera are pissed. What kind of voice does Vera have anyway?
A very deep voice.
I vaguely imagine her being a, like you said, deep voice, but also a little bit, not posh per se, but like,
I was gonna say, did you want to voice Polly or Vera?
I mean, I'm probably gonna give Polly the Valley Girl accent like I do for Rachel. I think it would fit her.
Absolutely it would.
I mean, if you want to go for her, do you wanna voice her too?
Sure, why not?
Why not, if you said you didn't want to? That's why not.
Oh my god. Alright. Who extinguished the sun, and why didn't they ask my permission first?
I clicked off the game. God damn it. Yeah, we already have like 10 hours of night every night. We don't need night during the day. Yeah, these fucking coven-ass bitches. Oh yes, please excuse us. Sorry for the inconvenience. A solar behemoth is threatening to eat every baby in the world, so we've caused a solar eclipse. You know, in order to defeat it. It's all very technical and magical. No need to hurt your heads thinking about it. It'll be over soon. I'll hurt your heads thinking about it. Free period will be over soon. Then how will I sunbathe? God, you guys are so selfish.
This is unacceptable. Move the moon away from the sun this instant, or I will find someone who can.
She's looking right at you when she says that. You realize that if you don't step in, this will turn into a full-scale cat fight. There are no cat girls here. So you roll up your sleeves and... What do you mean, actually?
Wait until lunch period.
Okay, fair enough. So I can either bribe my contacts in military intelligence to nuke a hole through the moon, or offer the solar behemoth half the 12-year-olds in the world instead. They're bigger and less cute. I don't care how well this is gonna work. No! I'm already not that charming. This is gonna suck. You borrow the megaphone from the gym and climb to the roof of the school and address the solar behemoth. You explain that tweens have way more meat on them than babies, and meat is good. Although the solar behemoth may be an unholy amalgam of sunfire and malevolence, it's not a fucking idiot. It replies in a voice like piping hot hatred that it doesn't want smelly tweens anywhere near its 100 mouths. Sorry guys, what can we say? Looks like we were right all along.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers and my warlock.
Why is everyone always trying to save the world from unholy terrors? Just let them have it. That's what I say. I don't even want to live in a world where I can't sunbathe. The way Polly and Vera are glaring at you, you're not sure you want to live in this world either. You lose 2 smarts and 1 charm. No! It's your turn. Shall I continue being overall narrator type person?
I mean, if you want, I can cover my turn so that we can conserve our voices.
I mean, I'm down for whatever. I'm used to just talking to myself for like 3 hours.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as if though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity.
I like your mustache.
Thank you. Afterwards, Miranda summons you. It feels weird to be summoned, but you comply. You can't resist her merman goons.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
God, I don't know if I could do a Miranda voice. I could do Polly, I can do Vera, I can even do the guys.
Okay, then I'll do her.
Alright.
Sorry, go ahead. I kept interrupting you.
You're good. I just imagine her having a high-pitched voice, and I don't like my high-pitched voice.
Okay, so high pitch, but definitely not Valley Girl, because we've already got that.
He is royalty, so...
Oh, so, let me pull out my fucking anime villainess voice. Thank you for coming, my dear. I have finally decided to trust you with my most important aspiration. I am destined to be the queen of prom. The royal ascension is nigh. We must prepare. Most of my competition is naive. They foolishly assume that prom queen is a purely ceremonial title. Except Ursula Jr. She's proving to be quite a worthy rival. I respect that. Which is why we must destroy her reputation immediately. Any thoughts?
It doesn't take much to make someone look bad in this day and age. You, however, are monsters and went for a total overkill. You hire a Chinese hacker to plant 10 years of pro bono work rescuing human babies from lawnmowers in Ursula's name. At recess, Dr. Babylove of the Babylove Institute appears out of nowhere and presents her with a Humanity Award.
Yes! This will seriously harm her standing with the evil lawnmower creature contingent. Oh!
That's an important voting block. They're the ones who keep the schoolyard so tidy. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts.
Let's trade places. Do we want to do a challenge or do we just want to random it?
Okay, so the thing with the challenges is that they can be so out of left field and funny to answer. But, like, you gotta prepare for some wacky shit.
There. Ah, shit, my headset's yelling at me. A little battery, my left nut. Well, the good news is I'm not using my controller, so I have a free plug.
Yippee!
Yippee!
I do like the challenges because they force you to think about the most asinine shit ever.
There we go. We're not getting rid of me that easily. Okay, let's do that. Everybody chooses an object. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Lip scrub.
A roll of toilet paper. Player order is decided based on how unsexy it would be to use the selected object as a sexual toy. Start debating now.
And this is what I mean by the most asinine things ever.
I mean, how sexy can a roll of toilet paper really be?
Very true.
Like, at least with your lip scrub stuff, you have, like, the focus on your lips and stuff. You could be all, like, you know, kissy sounds. You know, mwah, mwah. Only thing I'm coming up with a roll of toilet paper is a fucking toilet paper mummy, and you, like, slowly strip it off of yourself. But then when you get down to do the deed, you end up with a piece of toilet paper stuck in your ass crack anyway. And it's, like, the least sexy thing you could ever imagine. I rest my case.
Fair enough. I was gonna say that you were probably thinking of lip gloss, not lip scrub. Lip scrub is what you use for when, like, your lips are dry and chapped.
Yeah, but still, the application of it could be sexy as hell. Like, with the focus on lips, like you're putting something on there. Even if they're dry and chapped as hell.
Yeah, you win. I got nothing. I need to breathe.
And this, y'all,
yes,
is why I always keep a roll of toilet paper instead of a box of tissues on my desk. Oh right,
Also,
the shop girl is the cat girl. Valerie?
Exactly.
Valerie? I think that's her name.
I believe so.
Valerie. Isn't she also like Vera's adopted sister?
Yes.
I remembered.
You didn't remember.
My smarts may not be very high up on this, but in real life they're not terrible. Let's go hang out with Polly and Damien and see what's up. Also, tag yourself, I'm this guy. Just fucking dragon guy wearing a Kiss the Cook apron. You arrive at your chosen table to find Damien dejectedly hefting a ball of mashed potatoes, while Polly sadly passes her hand through the same. Seriously, what do we have to do to get a food fight started in this cafeteria?
I honestly do not know. I tried throwing potatoes at people and yelling food fight, but I think everyone is too scared of me to fight back.
I mean, aren't his dads like two rulers of hell that won by combat? I'd be scared of him too.
Yes.
And I can't throw any food because of my stupid ghost hands. Plates, mirrors, antique furniture? Sure, but not food.
There's gotta be a way to provoke a food war. My dads are always telling me to be more political.
But we're not political! Your strength is hitting things, and my strength is being unbelievably hot all the time.
Unbelievably hot? That's it! We set the cafeteria on fire!
Damien, no!
Damien, yes! Wait, no, that's not a solution. That's just arson. Why do I always jump straight to arson?
Bro's putting the arse in arson. It's hard to watch them struggle through this by themselves, so you step in with an idea of your own. Wars are fought over scarce resources. Steal everybody's food and put it in a pile. That ought to do it. Or, hey Polly, you know how the Greeks fought a whole war over Helen of Troy's face? We just need you to get kidnapped by Trojans.
That one's definitely a charm choice.
As in, it's a charming choice, or it will cost me even more charm, and I will somehow end up with negative charm.
Yeah. I feel like it's a choice between smarts and charm, and I think I can't remember if this is one of the games where like you could lose at both if both stats are too low.
Oh, true. My stats already suck for both of these, so I feel like we'll at least get a laugh out of my failure when I say, hey Polly, you know how the Greeks fought a whole war over Helen of Troy's face? We just need you to get kidnapped by Trojans. I like where your head is, but I'm not super into being kidnapped and shit. I mean, she liked it.
Oh, I forgot. I think the lunch events are just pick which one your person would like. So the top one would have been for Damien.
That makes sense. That sounds about right from what little I remember from playing this before. What if we skip some steps? What if we skip some steps with a good old flashing? Polly floats up onto the table and, in a practice motion, whips her top off. To the victor! This is a high school cafeteria. Polly's rash action upsets the roiling cauldron of hormones, sets it on fire, and tap dances on the ruins. Soon the air is thick with sausage and gravy. Potato crisps fly everywhere like flavored shrapnel. Polly puts her shirt back on now that everyone's too busy fighting to remember what they're fighting about. Looks like mine really were the tits that launched 1,000 chips. The view you just got makes that pun worth it.
Vera is about to lift a glass of scotch to her immaculately painted lips. You can drink whatever at this school, apparently. When Miranda screams,
Stop! Don't drink that!
why not? This scotch costs more than most cars.
Has your taster tried it yet?
What taster?
You don't have a taster? What if your drink is poisoned by someone jealous of your good looks and royal title?
Listen, Mirai, I only drink 4 things. Scotch, red wine, the tears of my enemies, and straight up poison.
Mood. You drink poison on purpose?
Miranda, my hair is venomous snakes. You think poison actually harms me?
Well, you should still have a taster. What if someone puts really spicy hot sauce in your drink? Or poison?
Ugh. What do I have to do to get you to drop this?
Simple. Hire a taster.
Fine. Any volunteers?
I'm sure you'd be volunteering to do some tasting for Avira, am I right?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's why we're here.
Exactly. This might just be the big break you've been looking for. You raise your hand, and when Vera picks you, you... pretend to be poisoned, terrifying Miranda and amusing Vera. You shoot Vera a wink, take the tiniest sip of her scotch, and then...
No, stop vomiting! How will you be able to taste for poison if you're too busy foaming at the mouth and vomiting?
You fool! They are poison. Run and tell the authorities before this poor sap's face melts off or something.
Oh dear, oh my, I'm no good in crisis situations. Curse my uniformly pleasant childhood.
Miranda faints with the utmost drama. If there's one thing princesses are good at, it's fainting. That was hilarious. I should put poison in my scotch more often. You can stop vomiting now, by the way. She passed out. Oh, do you need the antidote? Alright, here you go. I guess I should let you know the scotch was actually poisoned. Oh well. How about we get ice cream to make up for it? Your stomach's still too weak for ice cream, but you're never too sick to spend some quality time with Vera.
Decide player order. You good to keep going?
I'm good to keep going.
Okay. Everybody chooses an occupation. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. I almost keep saying, say your choice out loud to the rest of the class.
I mean, you could.
Share your options with the chat below.
Alright, I'm going to say... Hotelier?
I know who you were thinking of when you said that. I'm going to pick a butcher.
Alright.
Mario and Luigi were plumbers. Player orders decided based on how funny an off-brand version of these two heroes called Hans and Rudolph would be, who aside from saving a kingdom are also either hoteliers or butchers. Start debating now. I mean, I think mine would be the horror spin-off because they're butchers, so they know how to effectively, like, murder things.
Exactly. Well, mine would be the, pacifist route of Mario and Luigi, where instead of having to fight Bowser and stuff, they would figure it out peacefully.
It's Hotel Mario! I think you take this one.
I mean, if you want to give it to me, I won't say no.
I mean, I did, so...
Alright. I'm going for fun now. Oh, shoot. Never mind. I get the cat girl.
You know, like,
Aw.
yeah.
Like, nah. Aw, you missed me in my shit, huh? Worry no more. All this shit can be yours, if you have the money. Not me, though. Let's see. Taking the PR agent. You know what? All profits made are donated to a good cause. Spoiler alert, the good cause is buying me a new phone. Sweet.
I love how what was on your screen and what were on my screen were not the same at all.
Oh. What was on your screen?
I already don't remember, but it was very funny to have you just, you know, going completely different.
Oh boy.
No, it was funny. I liked it. I just realized I have a singular money. Not that it matters. I'm not planning on actually buying anything.
No, you have 4. I mean, you have 5.
Oh, I was looking at your money because you just went to the shop.
Yeah. So your stats are the blue ones, mine are the yellow.
I can read.
You can read, but can you see color?
Fucking evidently not. Why do you think I have the color contrast mode on Balatro?
Fair enough. I actually turned it on recently myself. Mainly for eye strain reasons.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we're pretty fun.
Even if you weren't, I already went there, and that's where the shop was.
True. I want to get a little more charming. Plus, I just love this picture too much. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm.
Alright.
You're just getting ready to leave when you get a text from Polly. Hey, baby, let's party. How can you refuse such a formal missive? You track her down immediately. Hey, you got my text. That's good because I need some help brainstorming. Ooh, go. Yeah, how'd that hydrate work for you? It went right on you, too.
Fine by me. It's actually a good thing I did redeem the stretch because I was shrimping.
Shrimp doesn't go good with coffee. We've established this.
I know. That's why I'm not shrimping anymore.
I'm going to a party tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be lame and that needs to change. See, it's a costume party. You know, where everyone dresses up as their favorite humans. I'm going as a sexy tax attorney. But I'm not even sure the sexiest tax attorney can rescue this party from the depths of lamitude. So, got any ideas to spice things up? Oh, you've got some ideas, and they're the spiciest. Spike the punch with mandrake root, it turns monsters into actual humans. Or, okay, you go as a sexy tax attorney, I'll go as a sexy tax evader. So what, I'm just gonna dress up like Yoshi? The most notorious tax evader?
The bottom one is definitely charm. I think the top one's fun. Or boldness.
I could also see it going terribly wrong and everybody gets all traumatized and nobody is happy with it.
That too.
Also, I really want to be a sexy tax evader.
Alright.
To contrast with the fact that I actually did do my taxes today.
Oh, it was actually creative.
Later that night... Halt, tax evader! Holly cracks her standard issue tax attorney whip, knocking over a stack of solo cups and upturning the punch bowl. You stand accused of violating Article 69 of the Tax Penal Code. The fine is 1,000 human dollars. Payable in spankings. You're more than happy to do the time for your delinquency. The rest of the partygoers get into the spirit, and soon they're all confessing to unpaid taxes. Paying for your crimes never felt so good. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Yay! This weekend, something happened to you.
You're engaging in your favorite weekend activity. Ignoring everything in favor of thinking about which classmate you like to take to the prom and how horny you are. When you find out that this is apparently reading on your face.
Hey, Nova, you seem pretty horny and like someone who sits around all day thinking about who you're gonna take to prom.
Wow, does she have your number or what?
Listen, I'm kinda interested in someone, but honestly, I don't think I could be with any monster who isn't spectacular at sex. I know sex isn't everything, but it's sort of everything to me. Not really, but it's pretty high on my list of priorities.
Oh, the irony of the two people on the A spectrum playing this game.
You can't see it because I don't have arms and hands control, but I shrugged. Here, let me. That's it. That's all you get. Sorry if this is TMI. Titillating monster interaction. But it's someone you know, so I thought you might have some insight. It's Barista. I just love sex. Any position. Missionary, clergy, apocalyptic, upside-down nightmare demon, the pentagram. What do you think? Could Barista keep up with me? Barista.
Sounds to be the ultimate wing person.
I appreciate that. I would do the same for you.
Thank you.
Barista. Orgasm. OMG, you're totally right. I never even noticed that before. Yeah, there's an A
totally.
and an S
Totally.
and an R.
Totally.
There's some of the same letters.
Yeah, totally. Just, make the B silent and don't add it into the spelling at all.
Listen, her best friend, as far as I can tell, is fucking Scott. So there is not a single brain cell that goes around there.
Oh no, not a single brain cell between the two of them. Negative brain cells, actually. They're in debt to Vera. And Liam.
Yeah, between the 6 of the, main dateable characters, Vera has 4, and Liam has 2.
Everyone else has 0.
That's what I'm saying. You seem to know your letters and words. I'm sure it'll make sense once I sober up. Barista invented the orgasm, eh? What a sentence for Ghost to come in and join us in on.
Quite the sentence indeed. Hello, Ghost.
I'm a fan of going straight to the source. I only buy opium from the dude who first discovered it. Being dead rocks.
It sure does, doesn't it? Meh. Important thing is Barista, aka Orgasm, totally owes you one. Not one orgasm, just a general one. You know what I mean. Oh, and you gain +3 fun.
Yeah, Ghost. Apparently, according to this game, I totally did.
Oh, absolutely. Source, just trust us.
Source, just trust me, bro. Me holding up, like that one scene from Parks and Rec. I have a permit. This just says I do what I want. Decide player order. Player order is decided based on your ability to mimic the noise a giraffe makes. The fuck noise does a giraffe make?
That is an excellent question. It's kind of sad that I don't know, given that my little sister's favorite animal is giraffes, to the point where she had a giraffe security blanket. And I say had, I meant to say has. She still has it. And she's over 18.
Oh, please, I'm 30 and I still know exactly where my baby security blanket is.
True. I'm 25 and I still have the penguin pillow pet my mom gave me for Christmas one year.
Okay, but that sounds cute as shit.
Huh?
I said, that sounds cute as shit, though.
It is. Yeah, I love it.
Ghost wants to know how we're doing. I'm doing significantly better now. I kind of had a bit of a shit day earlier. Now I'm just hanging out with my pal. We're being goofy and attempting to get dates for prom. I'm having about as much success in this game as I did in real life. That is to say, not much.
I'm doing good too. I'm having more success in this game than I did in real life. But then again, I didn't go to prom. So anything is more successful than that.
The attempt gets you plus one. But I hope you're doing well tonight, Ghost. I know you've been going through it a bit lately. So hopefully you've had a better day today. And I hope your fever's gone down. Hoping all dates went to prom a long while back. Say I never had dates. That's okay. Like I was saying earlier, my first prom I went with a friend of mine who asked me via a game of Hangman. And then the second time I went, I took my cousin with me. We had fun.
I'm glad no one tried to ask me via a game of Hangman. With my dysgraphia, I can't spell for shit. That would have gone horribly wrong. I'll let you choose the order, because you can choose it anyway, because I don't think either of us know what the heck even a giraffe sounds like.
I mean, I could pull it up on YouTube.
That is a thing you could do.
I'm going to do that, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway.
Alright.
It would help if I could spell YouTube correctly. I almost... There's no almost. I did type out YouTube. Okay, first...
Gosh darn it. I need money, but the store is in the library. Alright, what else? What else can I use?
Okay. What noise does a giraffe make? Giraffe sound effect HD. It also has some facts to go ahead of it. Oh, we also just have giraffe sound effect from Pro Sounds. So let's shut up.
Unfortunately, RJ, yeeting a VTuber only works if they have, a proper 3D model, or, yeah, I think your model's 3D, Barista.
Mm-hmm.
And, Vignon?
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably other ways to do it in other programs, but,
Yeah, no.
I have Vignon.
Yeah, mine is just a PNG tuber Discord reactive. And even if you tried to yeet me, you can't see it, but my head and upper torso are poking through a portal, so I could just dip into the portal if you tried grabbing me.
Yeah, the portal just conveniently is coming out of my head like a hat.
Mm-hmm. And you conveniently can't see the portal opening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, the sound a giraffe makes sounds, vaguely akin to this.
God.
Vaguely sounds like something throwing up.
Oh, lovely.
At least that was the impression I got from what I just heard. But anyway, it's your turn.
Yep. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2+2 boldness.
But you're in the perfect place for giving a shit. The only place.
Somebody puts a sack over your head and throws you into a car. You drive for hours before they let you out and take the sack off. It's clearly the first floor restroom. Miranda is sitting on a makeshift throne while her goons jump in and out of the toilet.
I'm glad you came. My prom queen campaign is moving on to the next stage. You're... oh, hang on. I inhaled my coffee again. Damn it.
Oh
no! Not a day goes by where I don't. Your expertise is crucial for this part. Most of my inner circle are fish. Hardly helpful unless genetically engineered beyond recognition. Speaking of which, I need you to help me sneak a 3-meter-tall, heavily armed cod assassin named Tresca into the school. No reason. But if you're friends with that singing harlot Ariel, you'd best say your goodbyes. Do nothing. Every student at our school is some kind of bizarre monster, or we need a diversion. Release the Kraken! Ding, 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 ding. That is so true. As a matter of fact, I think we already have an enormous, heavily armed codfish at our school. Tresca can simply kill him and take his place. It's as Father always says, you can't make an omelet without severe collateral damage. This is the sort of plan Tresca would have been able to come up with on his own. Should have been able to come up with on his own. He's the assassin, after all. I almost did a lower class's job. Whew, you saved my dignity. Doing a cod's job is like 100 ranks beneath me, right next to being from Iceland.
You just avoided the real crisis here. You gain +3 bonus.
Okay, so my smarts are pretty low, but I feel like I do not need them to get with Polly. I feel like I need to...
You should go for charm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was either boldness, but you already went to the bathroom, so, back to gym class for us.
Blame the cat girl. I wanted to go for money, because that's what I really am gonna need.
Damn it, Valerie! That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team. But suddenly, you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom's sequel, but isn't now, and you gain +2 charm. Pretty sure it's not, but okay.
Nope. It's not.
On your way out, you spot Polly still wearing the lab coat she stole from that human party the other night. She takes it off and throws it at you to get your attention. Yo, yo, yo! That human party convinced me I want to be a scientist. Not just any kind. A party scientist. What's a party scientist, you ask? Why, just a scientist who's dedicated to discovering the secret to the raddest party. Through a series of extremely scientific experiments, I aim to discover what exactly makes a party good. So I can distill whatever it is into a vial and drink it. Or, you know, just have really dope parties all the time. Anyway, I'm going to a bar mitzvah tonight, and I need your scientific advice. What can we do to push this party over the edge? First of all, maybe don't go to a bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
The electric slide, but with actual electricity, or just chemistry. More like chemistry, am I right? You absolutely can, Ghost. Feel free to share those clips. I assume at least one of them is of me making the giraffe sound.
Oh no, it's the barista invented.
That's also a good one.
Absolutely it is. And yep, what sound does a giraffe make?
Again. That almost crossed over into fucking Chewbacca sounds there. That's beside the point.
Chemistry is definitely smarts.
I feel like they're both kind of smart, but I can't decide which one is smarter.
I was gonna say, I think the top one's boldness.
I have slightly more boldness than smarts. Not by much. I mean, let's see how well it goes. So fun!
Oh no, it's fun.
Later that night. Look at him dance! I don't know why I never thought of this before. It's just basic science. What is this game about? Getting a date to Monster Prom. There are at least 6 different characters that we can try to romance to take to the prom with us. That's what this whole game's about. I'm trying to get with this ghost girl and go to prom with her.
She hasn't popped up in a minute, but I'm trying to go with the Gorgon.
Yeah, I think the game is like vaguely railroading even to Miranda's prom thing.
I'm starting to think so too, and I wonder if it's like somehow I triggered a special event.
I mean, you could probably just still completely fuck everything up.
Probably. Or still do everything right and just not choose Miranda and choose Vera. Because if I get the sex that she likes up high enough, I'll be good. But, if I don't get that money up, I can kiss that goodbye.
Right. Ghost, you can send those to me on Discord if you want, and I can share them and stuff if that's all right with you. I can put them on my YouTube channel.
The YouTube shorts.
YouTube shorts, YouTube pants. Lightning gives life to a Frankenstein. A Frankenstein is a stitched together mass of sexy flailing limbs. I mean, that is the character I'm playing as. She thinks I'm sexy.
Hell yeah!
Which is also what a party is. Lightning is the life of the party. What's that? You wanna know who the bar mitzvah boy is? I don't know. I don't know any of these kids. Crashing bar mitzvahs, the height of party culture. You have so much fun, you forget to tell Polly she should have said Frankenstein's monster. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Yeah, now we're back in business, baby.
Hell yeah.
I have so much charm now.
You have all the charm.
Well,
You have all of the riz.
I've worked hard. I've worked from the ground up to get this riz. Decide player order. Everyone chooses an animal. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the class before clicking.
Oh, now this is the moment where we decide, do we choose a favorite animal and hope it's not, deviant, or do we choose a random animal in case it is?
I want to pick a bear.
I'm gonna pick a penguin against my better judgment.
Yeah, you can add me, Ghost. You've already messaged me before, so you should be able to just add me from there. Player order is decided based on how hilarious it would be if Barista died after being attacked by 8 of the selected animal.
I'm God! That that is unfortunate. That's the challenge.
I feel like it would be infinitely funnier if I get ganked by a fucking group of penguins.
Oh, absolutely it would. It would be funny if anyone did.
Well, getting ganked by a whole thing of fucking bears. That
Actually feasible.
yeah.
Like, Vera, my beloved. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins at Vera.
Do you want to know what this one is for, Vera?
No.
I'll take that as a yes. The rose-shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22.
Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan.
By contrast, this swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways.
As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric.
Poor Vera. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings where you plan to brutally murder all the guests. Not very popular, the black swan folding. I like both of your answers there, Ghost, as to why the penguins have killed me. Either I died of cuteness or the penguin rizzed me up, I fainted, and fell into the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction. You decided to show off your most impressive napkin fold. This withering snake fold is for when it's time to leave Vera alone and stop explaining napkin folds.
Well, that's quite a specific fold. Under what circumstances would one use... Oh, I see.
Damn right you see, and notice how my whole head is covered in withering snakes. So basically, just assume that don't talk to Vera about napkins time is all the time. It's a year-round festival. People the world over celebrate it by not folding napkins at me.
Well, it's not a very elaborate napkin fold, is it?
You explain that what your fold lacks in complexity it makes up for with the 12 ounces of cobra venom it can spit at will.
Right. Well, I see we subscribe to different schools of napkinry. I'll leave you two to it then.
Your reward for running Miranda off is a one-on-one lunch with Vera. You never felt so alive.
There's not a brain cell to be found at this fucking table.
Not a single one. In fact, they're in debt. They're so in debt to the brain cell worms.
I'm bringing probably one half to one brain cell. So we're still in debt, but I'm almost doing my part. Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off. Scott Pog! Forget Scott the Woz, we've got Scott the Pog.
Do Damien! Do Damien!
I almost pretended to do a fucking Aaron Hansen impression, but the first words out of my mouth were almost, "Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier." That's totally how that works. Grr, I'm Damien, look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity, which has alienated me from my own true emotions.
You sound exactly like him.
Okay, you do Vera. You've met him, Ghost. He seems like a nice guy.
I'm Vera. I'm very smart, and my hair is pretty, and all my friends look up to me because I'm a strong, independent woman.
This fucking sprite. This is the negative brain cell sprite.
It is.
Like, I don't even mean like negative, like Balatro negative jokers. I mean, there's nothing.
It is the free Coco stare.
There is just nothing. I can hear the wind. Like, I can just hear it passing. Whoosh,
yep.
From one side right to the other. Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work.
Oh, I'm not Scott. I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now.
Okay, what about you, Barista? Got any good impressions? Just one, but it's a real doozy. Woof woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who is bad at impressions, or look at me, I'm Polly, look at me go. I feel like this is one of those like backwards kind of things where I theoretically should pick this one because Polly will laugh at my making fun of Scott. At least that's the impression I'm getting.
I mean, I think you got enough fun and charm to be able to risk picking the wrong one if it is wrong.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit. Hey, you were right! I know you're doing an impression of me because you said my name, but...
Oh my god, it sounds exactly like him!
It does?
Yeah, remember that time we took that impressions class together and we had to introduce ourselves?
Oh yeah, I guess I did say, Wolf Wolf, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who is bad at impressions. But I didn't yell like that.
I'm sorry, are you the real Scott? There's two absolutely identical werewolves in front of me and I can't tell the difference. Polly insists on a smooching contest to determine who the real Scott is. You end up winning in more ways than one. Heh. Yeah, Ghost, Polly is that ghost girl. Her full name is Polly Geist. You know, kind of like Poltergeist.
Pollygeist, Poltergeist.
Poultrygeist. No, that would be if she was a chicken. After we switch this turn order, did you want to keep going or do you want to just take a quick little break?
I mean, I'm good to keep going, but if you want to take a break.
I might need to just like get up and do a little drink refresh kind of deal thing.
You know what? I should do the same.
Do you want to do that first then?
Yeah.
Alright, so before we continue our game and get on to the choosing of the next turn order, we're gonna take a little break, refresh drinks, refresh snacks, do what we gotta do. Y'all do the same, and we will be back in just a few minutes. Leave everybody on the be right back screen and just keep playing the game without them. No fun allowed. No fun allowed for chat, anyway. Fun allowed for us. Chat, not so much. Welcome back, everybody. I totally didn't almost keep playing the game without you.
Totally. That's
Nope.
totally the thing that just almost happened.
Nope, not at all. We are nothing if not professional here at the cafe. Nothing but the most professional of things.
Nothing but the highest quality of standards.
For this challenge, everybody chooses a movie. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the class before clicking. The
Hunger Games Catching Fire.
The fact that you went with the second one.
In honor of I think it was either Sunrise on the Reaping.
Sunrise on the Reaping, yeah.
Yeah. In honor of that book just recently coming out. That's what I should spend my money on.
I mean, from what I've heard, it's pretty good.
I know what I'm spending my money on.
Well, there you go. Are you a digital book kind of person, or do you want that fucking thing on you?
I could go either way, but I'd like to get back into reading actual books in my hands, you know?
Oh, I 100%. I have a stack of, 5 books that I've at least started sitting right next to me, and I'm vaguely intimidated by it.
See, I know that, I could get through, 3 books in a day if that's all I did.
Same.
Especially if it's a book I like.
Mm-hmm. I say that, and now I'm thinking and realizing I don't actually know where one of those... Oh, wait, no, I know where that book is. I have at least one in my room next to my bed. I have one in the living room. And then I have this stack of 5 next to me.
7 books in total.
Not to mention, I also have 2 other books in my room on the bedstand. One which is a big thing of, both the Iliad and the Odyssey. And the other one is Gothic Christmas stories.
How poetic, given that I shoved the Epic the Musical playlist into your hands last night.
Yeah, I bought that, years ago. Because it was at Barnes & Noble in the book annex, in that back part where they have, classics for relatively cheap and stuff. I'm not exaggerating. This thing is, a few inches thick. And I got it for, $12.
It's a thick boy.
It is a thick boy. As dummy thick as, Fuck, who's the dummy thickest, person in all of, Greek mythology?
I don't know that, but I'm gonna go off of the animatics for Epic. I'm gonna say Ares.
To be fair, you gotta be pretty strong and pretty caked up to carry, graphic war on you.
Exactly.
I mean, I could also imagine, Ares Hades game being absolutely caked up on a Thursday night. Every other night as well, but...
I was gonna say, the second choice is obviously Aphrodite.
True, but she just takes... She generally tends to take on the form of whatever people who look at her, prefer the most. At least that's from what I've seen and heard. I say seen as if I've actually seen her. Maybe I have. Maybe I see Aphrodite in the face of every person I look at.
Maybe. You'll never know.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I've never actually picked a movie yet, so let's go with a movie I fucking hate, Titanic. Listen.
Do we want an elaboration on that, or should we move on?
There's not much to elaborate on. It was at least 3 times longer than it needed to be, and most of the 3 times of that length was just Jack, Rose. That's it. Like, if you've seen, like, the most famous clips from the movie, like the, you know, I'm king of the world, and, like, the part where he's holding her on the front, and, like, the draw me like one of your French girls, and the part where they have sex in the car, and then they drown, that's it. You've seen the whole fucking movie. That is 3 hours of my life I am never getting back. This happened years ago. This happened, like, hang on, let me do the math. 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still pissed. Listen, at least I did not pick my other controversial hot take of movies I really don't fucking like.
Oh boy. Alright then.
Well, everybody gets all up in arms the minute I say I don't like The Nightmare Before Christmas. Everybody's all like, why? It's the best movie ever. No, you think it was the best movie ever because it was one of your foundational childhood movies, and you watch it all the time and have made being Jack Skellington your fucking personality. Me, who only watched it for the first time as an adult, was like, yeah, this is okay, but I kind of hate it on principle because everybody else simply will not shut the fuck up about it.
Okay, that's valid. I wouldn't say I love the movie. I did have to pause when you said that, though. I was like, huh? It's like, okay, let's hear her out. And, okay, yeah, no, that is valid.
Like, I watched it for the first time myself before Disney Plus was a thing, and it was on, like, Netflix or something. I was like, okay, it's fine, I guess. I'm not gonna fucking cream my pants at the very mention of Jack Skellington or anything, but, like, if it's okay. And then my former friend / housemate was so utterly goddamn obsessed with it, they watched it regularly. Starting in, like, August through the Christmas season, and could and would and did quote the entire movie, word for word, line for line, every fucking time.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. Okay, yeah, no, your hatred of the movie makes perfect sense.
Like, it's not the movie's fault per se. If it wasn't for it's one of those, I hate the fandom more than I hate the movie itself.
That's fair.
But if I ever get asked by most anybody, hey, do you want to watch this? The answer will probably be no.
Mine, and I don't know if it's controversial, but I don't care, is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Specifically the ones where the Oompa Loompas are orange with green hair.
Yeah, that's just weird. That exactly. Is a hell of a choice.
I love the Johnny Depp version of it. It's weird and scary and creepy, but so, like, it strikes that perfect balance. Mm-hmm. And the Oompa Loompas don't look like an eyesore.
Like, if anything, they do have that coloration, but everything else, what the heck was that? I thought I heard something. But it works with everything else. It's not like they stand out like they're like a goddamn carrot.
Yeah. And it works because the hair and the outfits that are chosen are darker in color to contrast the orange.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like fucking traffic cone orange.
It's not traffic cone orange, and it's not paired with, like, neon green.
Exactly. We're not looking at fucking Spotify logo green.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I completely get that. Yeah, it is also thanks to this person that is just generally how I feel about most Tim Burton movies. I feel like I would like The Corpse Bride. For example, I feel like I would like The Corpse Bride infinitely more if the same thing hadn't fucking happened. So I thought, on first watch, I thought The Corpse Bride was a really nice movie. Something I could, I could fuck with. But then the same thing happened, and I was like, well, no, thank you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm still under the very distinct impression that there was this one post that showed up on Facebook where it was like, if you had to pick one of these movies to, never be shown again or never be released or whatever, one of them was The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I made the same complaint in text format on Facebook. And I'm pretty sure that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and they finally unfriended me on Facebook about it. Never mind the fact that they had moved away and had not spoken to me in months, despite literally crying about how they didn't want to lose my friendship. That was the thing that made it official, I guess.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole fucking thing. Anyway, Titanic versus The Hunger Games Catching Fire. Player orders decided based on how idiotic it would be to do a 10-hour remake of the selected movie. Are you fucking kidding me? I would watch 10 hours of Catching Fire.
I would too.
I would simply kill myself if somebody made me watch Titanic for 10 hours.
I'd easily join in on that. Mainly because I watched the Titanic. I can't remember much of it, but I've watched it in school. And I was bored out of my mind.
The worst part was when I watched it, I literally couldn't leave because I was at my aunt's house and I was staying with her after my second surgery. So I literally could not get up and walk away from this movie. I was stuck.
I was in school in a classroom.
Somehow that's worse.
I would only be able to walk away for probably about 5 to 10 minutes in a bathroom before someone got suspicious.
Well, you know what happens when they get suspicious? Fart on them. You're like, this is how this fucking movie made me feel.
Oh my god! Well, it's a bit too late for that. I graduated high school in, 2017, and, unless there's a college specifically that, caters to, those with, learning disabilities, especially freaking dysgraphia, because if I have to do an essay or a thesis, I will literally die.
I will simply pass away.
I'm not going back to school.
Yeah, no, I think I still need to be more charming. I feel like she also likes boldness, but I don't think I'll be able to get enough for that. I feel like
we are playing a short version of the game, so the stat requirements are not as steep.
True. You know what? I'm gonna go to the bathroom so I can give a singular shit.
I get electrocuted.
I mean, I am a Frankenstein's monster, after all.
True that.
I can't be what I actually am, because Liam already has that market cornered. Mostly. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, you could just be our characters in the bathroom and give zero shits.
No, I specifically went to the bathroom because I had one singular shit to give.
I meant metaphorical shit, not literal.
Why not both? While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold you would kill a tiny, big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act would instantly give you 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. But none of that matters. You're late to meet Polly for more party experiments. Alright, our research is progressing well so far, but we've got a very limited sample size. I need to know that we can make any party the best, not just some parties. So tomorrow morning, we're gonna crash a funeral. If we can make that fun, we can make anything fun. So, brainstorm time. How can we put the fun back in funeral? Possess the body of the deceased, bringing him back for one last party, or bouncy castle. Shut up, Saribot. We already took a break. I love you, Saribot, even though I tell you to shut up.
There's no decision.
I mean, I feel like possessing them might be vaguely horrifying. It would be on the same level of horrifying as turning all the monsters into humans at the human party. And bouncy castles are always fun, right? Apparently not.
I mean, they are if you don't got ankle problems.
I mean, you could sit and let everybody else bounce around you. That's what the dead body's gonna be doing.
Oh my god!
Later that night, you follow the procession of weeping mourners to the cathedral. The pallbearers lay the coffin on the dais. Or at least they try to. As soon as they set it down, it starts bouncing around the room. The lid flaps open, exposing the corpse's sallow face and lifeless eyes. Hey, why is everyone screaming? This was my friend's awesome idea! Throwing me right under the bus. Thanks, Polly. You remind her that you suggested a bouncy castle. Really? I thought you said bouncy coffin. You've gotta learn to enunciate when I'm drunk. Somehow, this still ends up being your fault. The mortars even make you chase down the bouncy coffin. You lose 2 fun and 1 boldness. Aw, man. I mean, if that's the worst thing that happens. Nice.
That day you spent some time on the library's PC managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of English. You deceive lots of people with a video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain plus a lot of money, but almost everything goes to cover the cost, and you keep only 2 money. You open your locker and a cloud of gas knocks you out. You come to your senses, plummeting towards the earth, rapidly approaching terminal velocity.
Oh, someone left a fart in your locker? Ew.
You fall into the school's backyard, into the hands of Miranda's biggest goons. Your classmates don't notice.
It didn't work. None of them even noticed your glorious fall. People are so used to spectacle at this school. This slow ascension is tiresome. I need a glorious act, a grand gesture to secure my throne. Can you think of something while I flay my salmon? Is that a euphemism?
It's either a euphemism or cannibalism.
No more talk. We bring war, or I will build a monument to you, your highness. It will rival the sun and the atrocities your family committed.
That's definitely boldness. I feel like this is creativity. Or charm. As the lovely desk agent says, it's the Geneva suggestions.
Well, I got an achievement for that.
Remember West Side Story? Add guns and fire. Much guns. No fire.
The achievement is true to yourself. You've been true to yourself and always chose the right option. Congrats. Well, Lord knows I didn't do that.
None of the students expected a war over prom, because who wouldn't? You quickly overcome their pathetic resistance. Miranda stands victorious and raises her flag in front of the school. It's the cutest death head you've ever seen. You are left to be impressed by her victory, but those who are definitely scared enough to vote for her.
Father was right. Winning elections is easy.
You gain +3 charm, which is good because you'll probably need that for the UN investigation.
The monster prom draws near. Who will you ask to prom? I'm gonna steal yo girl. Nah. I like how color scheme we are. We're so blue dabu dee dabu die. Yes.
Then there's just me and Vera. I'm trying to remember, is orange and green contrasting colors? No, I think it's red and green. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You're asking me to go to the prom with you? What a shortcut to Lametown.
Damn!
Reopening my space account would be less harmful to my popularity than dating you.
Ouch!
I think I just in my mouth. Yeah, I didn't have enough money. You couldn't get a date for the monster prom. Actually, you couldn't get a date for the rest of your life. Some nights, alone in your bed, you wish sadness was an STD because at least then you wouldn't be getting so much of it. Damn.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Yes! It'll be epic, boo. Shit will get pretty wild pretty soon. Only one thing. If I were you, I'd get some good life insurance. Just in case. You ate some good old ayahuasca cupcakes to make sure that the date would be as crazy as possible. Then you spent all night dancing at prom. Or that was what you thought you did. In reality, you were in the middle of the desert dancing with 3 wizard hobos, a guy in a stuffed animal costume, and the incarnation of an ancient god. Still, best night ever.
Alright then.
You're, on mine, you're most likely to make Pluto a planet again.
Oh yeah, that was on mine too.
Polly, least corporeal student. Ugh.
Okay, just be careful. I don't know if Monster Prom 1's credit scene has, like, copyrighted music.
Okay, so you know what we're gonna do? I love how, thanks to the fact that both of us were playing it, I was getting the achievement for both. So I got both getting your first date and getting rejected in the same run.
Hell yeah.
Now you know what? I've got the perfect music for credits.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the goofy music. It would help if I would fucking click on OBS. Those 2 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. You know what? Like it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. Holly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy businesses. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. Me when I try to use the Gross Michelle in Balatro. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. For those 2 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. I always love these little pictures and cutscenes and everything.
Oh yeah, they're adorable.
This guy's just straight up fucking Slender Man over here.
Yep.
Jesse Cox, my beloved. He's a chill guy. I met him at a convention once, like a long ass fucking time ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think the only... Okay, this picture's like one of my favorites because it's the player characters all in a band called Player Characters. That and just like all of the quote-unquote like big name people they got for something like this.
Oh yeah, it is amazing.
It's what... Passion project. Very much a passion project. For, like, everybody involved, I would think.
Oh yeah, they put a lot of love into this game series.
Poor Oz is over there shitting their fucking pants. Okay, the ending of the song to the title screen was just sheer perfection. Monster Road Trip, out now. I know, I have it.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me, I was gonna check something. Okay, never mind. Did you want to go another round, or did you want to call it for the night? Because it is, like, kind of late.
I mean, I'm good to go for another round if you are.
Yeah, let's do another, another short one. Hang on.
That is a funny number. You want to do the DLC this round?
I was about to ask you the same question, because the DLC opens up more characters for us to date. If I remember correctly.
Yes, I believe 2. You technically could get them in the first term, but you gotta go through very specific things, and you gotta get lucky.
Listen, I was lucky to even get a date to the first one.
Yeah.
I've used up all of my luck already. As the voice of one of the characters has been known to say in his videos before, it's hard. It's hard, okay? Do another short one because we stretched 45 minutes into over 2 hours.
That's usually how it goes.
Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Blah, blah, blah.
We've been through this.
Every time I look at Brian over here, I keep thinking he's doing, like, the... You know, like the OK symbol, but, like, with the hand down, like the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I keep thinking he's trying to, like, get us with that. At my old job, there was a guy who would do that all the fucking time.
Oh.
Like, I'm not even kidding. This guy has, like, that hand gesture tattooed on his thigh. So, like, in the summer, he'll pull up his shorts and just be like, hey, check out my tattoo. And he fucking gets you.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a fucking dork. The Monster Prom. Oh, this is different, so I guess we better actually read this. I remember it clearly. 2 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, age 21. Werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart.
The goodest of boys.
He's a very good boy. I pat. Listen, I'm not trying to stereotype, but like, why do a lot of like werewolf guys in fantasy media tend to look the same? Like, you can't look at this drawing of Scott and not think of Gala at least a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Like, Scott feels like he could be Gala's like younger brother who didn't get the brain cells. Gala got the brain cells. Scott got the high energy.
That's why I was gonna go with more like a high energy younger cousin.
That works too.
Scott's the one who tries to teach Gala about Skibbity Toilet, and he simply does not understand.
Exactly.
To be fair, I'm not entirely sure Scott would understand Skibbity Toilet, but it'd be something that Polly would tell him about, and he would pretend to get it for her sake.
Oh, absolutely. And Polly would get it.
And the fact of, Scott just so happens to always say the right thing. She's like, yeah, you get it, you're so Sigma. He's just like, huh? Anyway, Miranda Vanderbilt, age 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, age 22. Party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. I like how instead of president on the thing it says, sweet cheeks. Damien LeVay, age 21. Fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Oh, clearly, his fucking power aura. It's off the charts.
It's over 9,000!
It's 1,006. What, really? Yeah, kick his ass, Nappa. Yay! Gets the shit beat out of him. Oh, Nappa. I had the scouter upside down. It's over 9,000. Rah. Why do you sound so bored? 'Cause that's still nothing to me. Liam DeLioncourt, age 400-something. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe Forever? An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Oh god, she gained a Danganronpa ultimate ability.
She's adorable!
Yeah, her ability, ultimate fangirl. Her and Hifumi would either get along very well or they would be ultimate rivals in the shipping wars. Calculaster Hewitt Packard, version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot, ready to experience life to its fullest. Look at him, he's such a guy.
You wanna know something fun?
I love fun things.
It's a bit of a spoiler for, the, not the DLC part, but, like, the, secret route. So, do you want to still know it?
I mean, I would like to know it. I might even already know it, I just don't know if I know it yet.
Damien and Scott are coined as his fathers.
Yes, that I did know. Yeah, they're the ones who quote-unquote, like, made him.
Okay.
That much I vaguely remembered. And Vera Oberlin, age 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? We only had 2 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 2 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever!
Round 2.
Twatch plays Arbert. Be a visionary. What will be the next big social media craze? Bullshit. It's your regular social network, but each time someone shares news that isn't supported by real facts, they're taxed and the money goes to the people exposed to that bullshit. God, I fucking wish.
If only.
Greek agoras, like literal Greek agoras reinstated into our cities. Places where philosophy and arts are discussed by the greater minds. That's the social media I want to log into. That is so fucking pretentious and Liam sounding, I can't get over it.
It is.
Arbert. From now on, a socially awkward guy named Robert will do everything he's commanded to through the app by its users. Listen, if that guy was anything like this one, the only guy I know with that name, it would tank so fucking hard.
Oh god.
I would go for bullshit, honestly. It was either bullshit or the Greek agoras, but I like bullshit better.
I don't know which one. I would love to get money, but I also would love to, like... I am very much a gremlin hobbit that, like, is constantly stuck in their home. I would love to get out more, but I don't have a car, and I can't really walk to places. But, like, if I could, I would love to go to a place like this.
It would break somebody's agoraphobia.
I'm gonna choose that one.
What is your soul emoji? The emoji that speaks the truth of your very soul. Snowman, because that motherfucker is in the middle of a blizzard and he's fucking smiling. He doesn't give a fuck about blizzards, and he has a kick-ass hat. I mean, I like the cut of his jib. Caucasian guy with a turban, because fuck stereotypes. Or, octopus emoji. Best animal on Earth. I know 5 mixed drinks, 3 drug cocktails, and 17 sex positions that involve one or several octopi.
God.
Snowman. Without a doubt, Snowman. Although Caucasian guy with a turban makes me laugh way more than it probably should.
I don't know which one.
Man, I can't even remember the last time I had octopus that actually tasted okay. Like, the last time I had it, I, like, bought it from a store. And it was one of those pre-made kind of things, so it probably wasn't meant to taste that great in the first place. But I tried it, and I was like, this has the potential to be good, but this tastes really bad. Like, I'm usually one of those people where if I buy something, I'm going to eat it regardless. Like, if it's passable enough, I will finish it. I didn't finish it. Because I was just like... no! Just was not happening, man. Like, I got maybe halfway through it before I was like, you know what? No. Just because I paid money for this doesn't mean I actually have to finish it, especially when it sucks.
You don't have to put yourself through that kind of torture.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I only ate like half of it before I said, you know what? No, I'm not doing this anymore.
I'm also going Snowman.
That being said, I know calamari is squid, but if you like fried up octopus or something in the same way as calamari, it would probably not be bad.
Yeah, I can imagine it being good.
Because, like, lots of places have, like, fried calamari as, like, an appetizer. And it's usually not terrible. I mean, frying things usually makes things at least palatable. if only for the fry. What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? So we only have one new option this time from last time, and that's the person uses Internet Explorer.
Hobby calculus, sir.
I would be surprised if it fucking wasn't. But I'm pretty sure Internet Explorer isn't even supported anymore. I'm going for it. So I suppose I should have asked who you were going for this time.
I don't even know.
Did you end up picking the Vera option anyway?
Now we get to choose 2 because there are 8 characters.
Oh, yeah. The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? I'll finish my novel. Whoever comes after the end should know my legacy. They always tell you the world is ending. I'll profit on other people's hysteria. Gee, I wonder who's that option's for. It's okay. We invented the apocalypse to take care of the overpopulation of commoners.
Gee, I wonder who that option's for.
Nobody ends the world but me. I'll end the world today. 100 push-ups. No, 200 push-ups. Or, I suppose I'll binge my favorite anime for the 34th time. Again, I wonder who that could be for.
I wonder indeed.
I would probably just rewatch my favorite show one more time. It's like, who the hell is gonna be coming up after the end anyway? Okay, so apparently I'm smart as fuck this time. But I'm back to having, like, 0 charm. I only have 3.
You gotta build up that charm again.
Fucking apparently. That seems to be a universal stat. I mean, I'm sure it's more specific for certain people than it is for others, but, like... I don't know. I'm just a barista. I'm not a fucking video game programmer. Programming stats and shit. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. You're checking out some plates of pasta on your dating app for people who are so lonely that they're starting to consider dating a plate of pasta. Luckily, Calculaster interrupts you before you keep spiraling down like that. There you are, barista. I was about to engage in a complex plotline protocol, but I was worried I might fail at it, and then it came to my mind. Barista is proficient at shenanigans, so I thought that if you were okay with helping me, it would be cool. I feel like I've just turned Calculaster into Neil and Neil/Amanda 2.0.
Oh, absolutely. And it's hilarious.
You tell Calculaster that you're in. You also tell him that there was no need to use air quotes for cool. Whoa, I'm already learning stuff. Exciting. Look at him, he's so cute.
He is.
So, here's the thing. So far, I've been enjoying being alive, but recently I've started to question myself. Am I doing life right? Am I good at living? I do not know. All of this is so new to me, and I might be doing it all wrong, so I wanted to consult some expert living organic forms so I can crack the correct formula of existence. Yikes! Oh, don't make that face. I'm not consulting you, my friend. My data shows you tend to answer questions based solely on how likely the answer will lead to you dating your classmates.
Way to rate us for filth, Calculaster.
I'm just gonna... It is valid to me, but useless for this endeavor. But my data also shows you excel at wacky misadventures, so you might prove a worthy partner for this. I prove a worthy partner for a lot of things, computer boy. But no, I thought the best course of action would be consulting the 2 organic living forms that were key into turning me into a sentient being. If they pushed me into life, they surely have to be plenty wise. Uh...
The demon who likes to commit arson, and the good boy with not a single brain cell to his name. Very wise indeed, people. Very much.
That is certainly a word. Not one I would use. Look, there they are now. Hi, dads.
What's up, Cal?
Hey, friend Scott and friend Damien. I am trying to solve the dilemma of finding the meaning of existence, and since you brought me to existence, I thought you might know.
Fuck yeah, we know.
Is it all about having sharp teeth? Because that's also a commonality. Sharp teeth and pointy ears.
Do we? Yes, Scott. So being alive is like being this orange.
Damien pulls a slightly squished orange out of his pocket.
Oh yeah! And you need to be like the best orange ever? As long as you're not a lame banana. So you need... Oh, God. I completely butchered that voice. So you need to win... You need to win the game of life, but while being an orange? And remember, do not be a banana, Cal. Also, I think it's very important to be super high on vitamin C if you want to rock at being an orange. That way, you can be the best orange ever! Yes, yes! And you... I am not good at switching voices.
That's okay. I think you're doing great. Did you want me to pick up one of them?
Nah, I'm good. Whew. Yes, yes! You can also bring destruction to all the other puny fruit.
I am honestly having a hard time following your line of thoughts, my friends.
That's because you don't have to follow us. You need to follow the orange. Or are you supposed to be the orange? Fuck.
This is clearly going nowhere, and these two are not the best at metaphors. It's apparently up to you to lead them into building a valid life lesson. But how? We're talking a lot about what this orange is supposed to do or be, but have we asked the orange how it feels? Or eat the orange.
Eat the orange.
I feel like nobody will be happy if we just eat the orange. I want to ask the orange how it feels. Oh, that sounds like a very valid and thoughtful question. How do you think the orange feels about being the best orange? Calculus or Pog?
Calculus to Pog. Let's ask it. Orange!
Scott starts screaming at the orange and gets no response, obviously. Damien stops the nonsense by grabbing the orange again.
I think the orange sometimes feels its pressure to be the raddest orange ever. Maybe there's more than one way to be the best orange.
Oh, how so?
The orange can be sour, but also sweet. So maybe the orange sometimes feels pressured because it's orange. Dads are the raddest oranges ever.
I think somebody's projecting.
And so the orange sometimes wants to be as rad as its orange dads. But sometimes it just wants to explore its own truth, to define what it means to be its own best orange.
That's very insightful, friend Damien. So life can be about defining how to become the best orange possible, but it can mean different things for different oranges.
Yes, I think so. Whoa! This much thinking made me hungry. Can I eat the orange, Damien?
Oh no. I really need to get that out of there. Shoo, go away.
No, I want to keep it for a while.
Damien leaves, looking at the orange in a very introspective way. Well, friend barista, we've gathered very useful data. I have high hopes for this wacky misadventure. Should we engage in high-fiving? Fuck yeah! You high-five Calculester. Scott also high-fives both of you, even if he clearly has no idea what's happening. You all gain 2 smarts and 1 fun. That almost brings Scott back to an even 0 starting value for smarts.
Yep. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do creativity just so I don't, like, bomb any of the skill checks. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to. Ah! I am also at negative brain cells.
Nah, you're just at you're rolling disadvantage for this particular set of skill checks.
Exactly. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you, figuratively, oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Later, you see Vera crackling to herself in the hallway, which is whatever, but you might as well find out why. Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. It's not like the title bears any meaning whatsoever, of course, and I really do consider the whole thing way beneath me. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on it, I can't risk some uppity bitch thinking she's better than I am. Plus, it's not bad branding either. I could see using a victory to start a line of successful prom queen accessories guaranteed to get you the win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. I still haven't found the exact details yet, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items can be found within the shop. The only question is, where exactly can I find the details for a proper blood ritual?
Why don't we ask the coven? They're witches, they should know all about blood magic, or literally just search the internet. Like, that's literally what it's there for.
I like this. Oh, right. Good call.
She was
Sometimes
overthinking.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes you get so caught up in the grand scheme of exploiting blood magic to secure petty victory that you forget about the little things. You and Vera scamper over to the library to put the school's computers to good use for once. For real, does anyone at this school use school resources for educational purposes?
No.
Exactly. Let's just search. Blood magic guaranteed prom queen victory over basic bitches to maintain social status. That's pretty clear, right?
You forgot to subtract the AI search results.
Oh, shit. Couldn't possibly be clearer. Seems like we're going to need the blood of a former prom queen, the tongue of a goat, and the earrings of an ancient goddess. Not exactly stuff that's going to be lying around, but when you're destined to be prom queen, you make it work. Not that I'm destined to be prom queen, or I wouldn't have to do blood magic in the first place. But hey, when you want to achieve greatness, you make your own destiny. You check the shop, I'll grab a goat, and we'll meet up in the bathrooms to cut its tongue out and get this party started. Sounds like a party indeed. You gain +2 fun and 1+1 smart.
Yay!
Which means I need to go to the shop and probably hope that tampon is there.
Probably, and hopefully you'll have enough money for it, because you've only got 5 right now.
Yeah.
Decide player order. Everyone chooses a brand. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the class before clicking.
Ulta Beauty?
That certainly is a brand.
It is?
My first thought was Gucci, because I was thinking of Lucas and his sweatshirt.
Fair enough.
Player order is decided based on how intriguing it would be if the selected brand decided to produce their own TV show. Start debating now. I'm doing an impromptu stretch.
You're good.
That's why I'm all the way back here. Frankly, I would not watch either of those shows.
I would only watch the Ulta Beauty one if they decided to like go completely out of left field and do like a show based on like cosplay artists, like cosplayers doing like
Yeah, or like
crazy
making
stuff.
use of their products or something.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
All right, let's see. Hey, last night I read this article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run. You don't want to get pocket cancer. Quick, give me that dangerous money you have in your still healthy pockets. Okay, now so. Yeah, so not in there.
Okay. Friend Damien, I am having trouble getting a positive ID on the objects in your possessions. Would you declare their components?
Sure thing, Robo. What I have here is a can of gasoline, a lighter, and the grin of a madman about to set a cafeteria table on fire.
I comprehend now. It would seem to me that the most logical extrapolation is that you're about to set a cafeteria table on fire.
Damn calculator. How much smarts must you have to figure that mystery out?
My intelligence cannot be calculated using your overly simplistic methods. However, my morality module indicates that setting a cafeteria table on fire is not within the bounds of acceptable school behavior. In fact, it seems to me in my metaphorical but not literal heart that it is not nice.
Did I say it was gonna be nice? No! I said it was gonna be awesome!
Running back conversation to check for phrase gonna be awesome. Error, phrase not found. No, friend Damien, you never said it was gonna be awesome.
I didn't need to. It was implied in the grin of a madman part. Calculator, why are you trying to ruin my fun?
It's a matter of perspective, Calculator. Where you see a table, Damien sees wood to set aflame to cook his food. So Damien is totally in the right to set it on fire. Or, Calculator is right, Damien. Be responsible. Don't set fire to this table. Set fire to the cafeteria table designated for arson. You know, the green one by the door with "in case of needing to set fire to a table" on it. Yes, friend Damien. Friend Barista is correct. We must always obey the rules. The rules of Asimov, the rules of Spooky High, the rules of the universe, with all of its structure and order.
Fuck structure and order! Fuck Asimov and Spooky High, and fuck the universe! Stupid universe, making things like tables you're not supposed to set fire to.
But, Damien, rules are there for a reason. All things are there for a reason. Like the designated arson table. The reason the designated arson table is there is so you can commit arson.
But I don't want to commit arson that follows the rules. I want to commit arson that sets the rules on fire!
But, friend Damien, if you set this table on fire, surely Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, will give you detention, and you will set nothing more on fire for the day. Whereas, if you set the arson table on fire, you may be free to set many more things on fire for the duration of this day and every day.
Oh.
Thank you, friend Barista, for helping talk sense into Damien. I think we did a good deed here today. A good deed at Spooky High? Perish the thought. Side player order. Everybody chooses a TV show. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the class before clicking. The fuck is a TV show?
I have two on my mind right now, and I'm probably gonna regret saying either of them. So what TV show are you picking?
Well, the first thing that came to mind is a show I've never even watched and never plan on watching. The fucking Big Bang Theory.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go Agatha All Along.
That is, in fact, a TV show, huh? Player order is decided based on how funny and wrong it would be if anthropologists from 500 years in the future had to guess how life was nowadays based solely on watching this TV show.
I think it would be funny because the writer for Agatha All Along at like whatever event just happened basically confirmed a fan theory that Rio is the dad of Agatha's kid.
Oh damn. I mean, at least with the Big Bang Theory, there's like a kernel of truth in that, yeah, there are people who live together and do shenanigans.
Yeah.
So, I think it would be way more funny and wrong if yours was right.
Oh, it absolutely would be way more funny and wrong.
Hung Bing Bong.
Yeah, I really need to find that tampon, but if I keep going to the store, I gotta try it. Let's face it, you're gonna end up losing your money in some stupid way anyway. Why not spend it here first? Let's call it it's called just being smart. Blah! I really can't.
Oh hey, there it is.
There it is.
I got an achievement. You bought a used tampon just because. Ugh!
Nothing better than the smell of money. Well, actually, there are many better smells, but you know what I mean, right? And now I have it for the blood ritual.
Yay, blood ritual.
Blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god, blood for the blood god, blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god. Blood.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Again! At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom's sequel, but isn't now, and you gain +2 charm.
Spoiler alert, it is not useful in the next game.
and doesn't seem like it's useful in any of the next games.
Exactly. Well, I'll just say that, and then it's useful in Monster Prom 4 for some reason. Just for shits and giggles.
You promised yourself you weren't using that pasta plate dating app, yet here you are again. You can see how stupid the whole thing is, yet this plate of pappardelle looks way more delicious than loneliness. Hey, friend barista, what are you doing? You throw your phone away so no one can see. Oh, I mean, you could have told me nothing if you didn't want to talk about it. The question was a mere protocolary tactic to engage into conversation. What I really wanted to ask was if you're up to more wacky misadventures searching for the meaning of life. Y or N. Wait. We couldn't help but listen. Are you looking for the meaning of life? Yes.
And then look. Oh, shit, I can't.
You want me to do it?
No, because then you're doing all three, and that's gonna probably be a strainer voice. Just give me a moment.
That's good. I mean, I've swung from doing fucking Gallows' voice, which is all the way down here, to something like Lua's, which is all the way up here. And then Bailey's, which is somewhere in the fucking middle, because I can never remember what voice I give him.
Alright, if you want to, go right ahead, because I'm struggling with the low voice. I can't do high voices, and I'm struggling with the low voices, so...
Nah, it's all good. If anything, I might just give him the same voice as I gave to Hyde.
Oh, that would actually probably work really well.
Then look no more. Oh, friend Miranda and friend Liam, are you providing insight on this through very weird and probably inaccurate metaphors about oranges? What? No. Life should be like art. Yes, I very much agree. Explanation value, useless until more information is provided. What defines art? Well, art is an expression of oneself that aspires to explore the monster condition through the embodiment of specific aesthetics that define the artist's worldview. At its peak, it achieves universality while also being the most personal and individual form of expression. A big middle finger from the artist to the status quo, as it ignores any convention or preconception. That's a very wordy definition, Liam. Don't listen to Liam. He uses too many words. My favorite statues, paintings, and books are the ones that are dedicated to me. So it's clear that art should be about me. None of those definitions build a clear parallel that throws light over the meaning of existence. Liam's definition of art revolves around exploring the monster condition, therefore, the meaning of life. It creates a paradox, not optimal. And Miranda's definition states that the meaning of existence is Miranda. That sounds about right. Conclusion, not satisfying. Oh no, he's sad! No, my boy. No way! You're all about satisfying your classmates! You just need to push one of these two into further reflection. Push them! You're always angsty against the status quo, Liam. Tell us what the status quo did to you. What's the origin of this rivalry? Or sure, art might be about Miranda, but what's Miranda about? Love how she's got this little blep action going on. She's just like... I mean, Miranda's mostly just about her fucking self, honestly, so that's pretty cut and dry. I don't think that's gonna get us anywhere. Damn it! What? You want me to tell an origin story? That's so mainstream. I think what Barista wanted to know why you specifically have what you might call beef with the concept of the status quo. No, origin stories are too cliche. You know what's not that cliche? I have the suspicion we won't want to know. A bunch of rabid eels. Assessment, bunches of rabid eels are effectively not cliche, but the uncommonality of it is probably due to the fact that it is a very, very bad idea. No, I tend to find eels very trustworthy, but these ones are too rabid. You all get electrocuted. No one is happy. You lose You lose -2 fun and -1 smarts. Oh.
Oh, that was something. Oh. Chosen again for the random event.
Well, of course, you gotta tell everybody that I am the inventor of the orgasm again.
Oh, absolutely. You're engaged in your usual weekend routine of watching fish have sex at the aquarium when you run into Calculaster.
Are you just spying on Miranda's family or some shit? Fucking weirdo. Hello, friend Nova. I was just attempting to gain insight into the courtship rituals of organic life forms. What about you?
Same, you say awkwardly. You don't want anyone knowing that you spent all your weekends watching fish fuck.
Well, designate this chance meeting fortuitous. You see, I am currently running a romantic subroutine with your friend Barista. Things appear to be going well, but I am experiencing what I believe may be doubts. I do not wish to waste processing cycles on an unproductive union. Therefore, I must ask, is Barista open to copulating with a mechanical life form?
Oh, you want to know if Barista is down to fuck a robot? Well, let me tell you. I went over to Barista's house unannounced and found her with a vacuum cleaner with googly eyes and a wig. And, well, let's just say the answer to your question is yes.
Bro, apparently I'm just the protagonist character from the Ninja Sex Party song Objects of Desire. I borrowed your couches and all these scented candles. Your dictionary, fish tank, and the pictures on the mantle. I had sex with your whole kitchen with no boundaries or limits. And your left looked looking so good that you know I had to hit it. Your wallet and your toothbrush and your jacket and your red hat. Or you're mad about the toothbrush, just forget I ever said that. It's been a minute since I listened to that one. I believe I know that vacuum cleaner. Curly blonde wig, googly eyes, 1 inch in diameter. Yes, that is Vicky Yum. She informed me recently that a certain organic life form had rocked her world, but would not divulge the name of said paramour. I believe she was worried I would steal her conquest, but now I know it was Barista. Suck it, Vicky. He got the fucking penis on his face.
Yep.
I'll never get over that.
One of the greatest faces.
The pun is totally lost on Calculaster. He's too busy being horny.
He rushes off to find Barista and you gain +3 fun for your good deed. Ultimate wing man. Ultimate wing person right here.
Absolutely. It's 'cause you're a dragon. You've got wings. You got wings. You know how to use them.
Exactly.
Decide player order challenge. Everybody chooses an animal. Say your choice out loud for the rest of the class before clicking.
I'm going penguins again.
I'm gonna pick a giant koi fish this time.
Alright.
Player order is decided based on how cute a video where a charming cat becomes friends with the selected animal would be. Start debating now.
A penguin versus a giant koi fish.
Okay, but like, at what occasion would a cat have occasion to become friends with a penguin?
A stray cat wanders into the penguin exhibit in a zoo.
But the penguin exhibit is cold. The cat would not want to be cold. They'd go somewhere else.
Maybe it's a cat that's, like, used to the cold, or, like, you don't know.
You're right, I don't know.
Maybe. The species of penguins is one of the ones that lives in, like, on the beaches and stuff, because they exist.
Oh, like the rock hoppers or some shit?
Yep.
Okay, but it would be infinitely more charming for the cat to be friends with the fish because everybody thinks the cat's gonna try to eat the fish.
Alright.
And whenever it looks like the cat's gonna go bap bap at it, it just, gives it a gentle pat on the head.
Yeah, but you also said this was like a large koi fish.
So, cats are assholes. They would still try to get it.
Hey, you're not wrong.
Ultimately, they become such close friends, the fish lets the cat ride on its back. Onward to victory. Cats will conquer land and sea thanks to this cat and koi fish alliance. I guarantee it.
Oh my god. I'm now imagining that. Alright. I can see.
Yeah! I'm also imagining the cat in like a fucking like Spartan style helmet.
Oh, that would be funny.
Speaking of fun, you know what's not? Me.
What?
I have 3 fun.
You might want to fix that. I can't remember what stats Calculaster needs, but you certainly don't want to lose an event that requires high fun and then lose the stats you do need.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like he would probably favor smarts and maybe creativity. So maybe I need to up that next turn.
I think I'm remembering something.
That
I think the stats don't matter for Calculaster so long as like any events that are like you can gain positive affection for him, you need to get all of them correct.
I can do
He's
that.
One of those weird ones.
He's just a guy. He's just looking for love, and I'll give it to him.
You still probably should not fail any of the events just in case, but like
I wasn't planning on it, and yet I'm going to anyway. I can almost guarantee it. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. You manage to catch a moment alone with Calculaster. He introduces you to one of his little plant friends. This is my little jade plant friend, Robert Plant. Say hello, Robert. Note, I am aware that Robert is incapable of saying hello, as he is a plant. Also, he does not have a gender. I am merely engaging in what you organics call imaginative play. I'll show you a different kind of play later, Calculaster. Aw, look at you two! You're so cute together! You're about to say thank you, but when you realize that they were addressing Calculaster and his plant. Everyone at this school is so afraid of commitment. Always flirting, never settling down. It's refreshing to see a robot and a plant actually dating. I believe you are mistaken. Robert and I are not dating, actually or otherwise. You aren't? But you care about him deeply, don't you? Inasmuch as I understand the concept of caring, yes. And if anything ever happened to him, you'd be devastated, right? Once again, you have asked me a question about feelings, and once again, I must say, probably. And he's completely dependent upon you for sustenance, correct? Finally, an uncomplicated question. Yes, this is objectively true. Sounds like you're dating to me. Oh dear.
Girl, let me introduce to you a crazy concept called queer platonic relationships. Or just, being friends. That exists. Those are things.
Unfortunately, it looks like she's the epitome of codependency. If I had to guess, based on the fucking mushrooms just popping out of the guy's body.
Yeah.
I had not considered the possibility that my attachment to Robert Plant might constitute a romantic entanglement. But perhaps Perhaps you are correct. No, you can't let Calculester believe he's dating his plant. Not if you have any hope of dating him yourself. Quick, prove the couple wrong. Actually, according to this very thorough teen magazine, robots and succulents are romantically incompatible. Or, you can't be in a relationship with Robert because I am. That is not a sentence I ever thought I ever was gonna say again. But, I feel like Calculester would choose incompatibility over me saying I'm dating his plant instead. So, damn it! I'm not good at dating! Ah! You pull the dog-eared issue of BAristaVT that you keep in your backpack just for such occasions. Human and food processor, werewolf and whole turkey leg. Oh, here it is. Robot and succulent. What does it say? Am I in love? No. According to this article, succulents and other plant-based creatures tend to be asexual and aromantic, a deadly combination for a robot trying to learn how to feel romantic love. That's a shame. But oh, look, honey. They've got parasitic growth and Yeti in here, too. Let's see what it says about us. Never let a parasitic growth anywhere near your pristine Yeti brain. It'll move in and completely take over your personality. This isn't even about romance. This is a health issue. Steer clear. Excuse me? This magazine has no idea what it's talking about. Our love is perfect. Isn't that right, sweetie? Tate lets out a low grunt, probably signifying aggrievement, and slowly, almost unwillingly, tears your magazine in half.
See, Calculester, don't pay any attention to that stupid article. Love is love. Embrace your new relationship.
This whole thing is vaguely horrifying.
Yeah.
Affirmative. But how shall I proceed? Buy him some flowers. Plants love flowers. Calculester heads off to buy some flowers to give to his plant. You head off to buy another copy of BAristaVT. That one had a limited edition cover. You lose 2 money and 1 fun. Could have been worse.
Oh, I need charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures of life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she's not a part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off-screen, and +2 charm. In the course of your activities, you come across Vera and Polly hatching yet another scheme. You sneak a little closer so you can eavesdrop. Listen, this has been a fruitful partnership so far, in terms of making people look like imbeciles. But I think it's time we monetize. Sick burns don't buy fresh outfits.
Yeah, fine, whatever. I guess I could use some new thongs or whatever, but like... I don't want to stop making people look dumb just so we can make money. I don't want to sell out.
Personally, I can't wait to sell out. But you have a point. We can't sacrifice our brand.
My brand.
The question, of course, is how do we do both?
Yeah, how do we get rich off yanking people's chains?
Ugh. Careful with your choice of words, Polly.
What? Chains are a big thing for ghosts.
Of course. They don't seem to have any immediate ideas. Maybe you can offer a solution. Why don't you make up a phony workout craze? It worked for Frank Pilates, the inventor of Pilates. Oh man, do I have a great prank for you. It's called stealing.
Okay, but the invention of Pilates took place because the dude was like actually in jail and invented his own workout routine for himself. You know, just based on his own body weight and stuff.
Oh, I don't know which one is it gonna be. Oh, wow, a fake workout craze? I'll file that right between leg warmers and pagers under things that were great idea in the 1980s. Sorry, not sorry. But Diversion Inc. is dedicated to exploring only the most innovative fields of humiliation.
Yeah, nobody falls for that fake workout stuff anymore. Because, like, everyone already knows the one foolproof way to get tight thighs and a delicious ass. Brimping. You've heard of brimping, right?
You have never heard of broofing. Time to make a swift exit before you look like even more of an idiot. You lose 2 fun and 1 creativity.
We're not doing so hot this time.
We're not.
I've pushed my boyfriend into the arms of a plant!
I think I might have accidentally fucked my way out of a secret event.
Oh no! Everybody chooses a movie. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the class before clicking.
A Divergent?
Wow, you're really on those, like, post-apocalyptic society type beats right now, aren't you?
It was either gonna be that one or like one of the Pitch Perfect movies.
That's fair. I am going with How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, oh God!
Player order is decided based on how bizarre an action figure based on the selected movie would be. Start debating now.
Barista.
Nova.
I am almost positive the How to Train Your Dragon series has already been made into figures.
Oh, I wholeheartedly believe that.
You don't see many live action movies.
And when you do, they look like absolute dog shit.
Yeah. You approach Liam and Vera's table to find them thoroughly tasting several glasses of wine. This school has literally no rules, apparently.
Wine. That most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself cannot resist its class and allure.
Do you know a lot about wine, then? I am having dinner with the King of France next week, and I could use some pointers.
France doesn't have a king anymore.
That's what the media wants you to think. So do you know about wine or not?
Alas, in my centuries of living, I've only learned how to look good holding wine, not how to evaluate it.
All I know is that I'm not drinking another glass of that one. Vera points at a bottle with Polly's toilet wine written on it in permanent marker.
What I wouldn't give for an experienced sommelier to help us judge which wine is best.
You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure most sommeliers just make stuff up anyway. You suavely recommend. Try the sangria. It pairs well with seafood and blood. The tannins of this robust. Oh, perfect for diplomatic missions.
Why would you want to disguise the taste of... Oh. You're going to poison someone? Of course you are. You're always poisoning people.
Quiet. No, I'm not. People in no way directly associated with me are always poisoning people. and soon they will strike again. France has suffered under its unjust king for too long. Plus, he called me fat at a party once when I was 11.
Who is this king you keep talking about? I'm telling you, France doesn't have a king anymore.
Soon, Liam. Soon. Vera's so thankful to you for solving her assassination problem. She lets you braid her snakes. You get bit a few times, but it is so worth it.
Fucking Kappa guy, I hate his ass.
I can't even remember what he's like. I probably don't want to remember.
From what I remember, he's like a very big incel nerd kind of guy, like the opposite of fucking Zoe in terms of personality.
Ugh.
If I remember correctly. You arrive at your chosen table to find that Miranda has locked one of her eating serfs in an Iron Maiden. You're unfazed, but Calculester is very phased. Friend Miranda isn't locking your unpaid intern in a spike-filled sarcophagus. Unethical? Unethical? Unethical. Adjective. Inconsistent with rules and standards of ethics. Ethics? Oh, you mean those things poor people have instead of royal titles. But I thought that ethics were a critical part of being a good organic creature. Well, that's the thing, Cal. Miranda's not a good organic creature. That's a common misconception. The key to being good is having a lot of money and punishing anyone who dares disrespect you. For example, this saucy serf dared to put ketchup on the hot dog she was eating on my behalf. As if I were the sort of person to put ketchup on a hot dog. 48 hours in the Iron Maiden should teach her. Warning, friend's statements are inconsistent with internal moral compass. Existential crisis imminent. Uh-oh. Quick, set Miranda straight, or set Calculester crooked. Either what's this Calculester disagreeing with Miranda looks like it's disrespectful prison time for someone else too? No. Or, Miranda, let's punish your serf in a different way. Say by giving her a frowny face sticker with a really aggressive glitter. Aggressive glitter? Truly, you are even more delightfully cruel than I. An Iron Maiden only torments for 48 hours, but glitter is eternal. She will be reminded of her transgression until her dying day. Ah, I see. Friend Miranda's ethics module is poorly calibrated. Excuse me, is that disrespect I hear? No, I feel no disrespect towards you, Miranda, because, as a rule, I do not feel. Oh, wonderful. Would you like a job as one of my royal torturers? No, thank you. I will, however, supply you with stickers if it ensures the serf's safety. With the extra stickers left over from Calculester's first printing, you start a thriving, punitive sticker business. It's a bonding experience. Yes, truly the most heinous of punishments. Glitter stickers.
Or just glitter in general.
Decide player order. Everybody chooses an object. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the class before clicking. Bottle of nail polish.
Phone charger.
Player order is decided based on how good the selected object would be as your only weapon in a battle royale situation. Start debating now. I mean, I think you take this one because you could use your phone charger as like a garrote / strangling thing. Whereas the fuck you gonna do with a bottle of fucking nail polish? I mean, I could take the brush and like swing it and try to get the polish in people's eyes, but
yeah.
Nah.
I mean, you could once whip it really hard, and if you just hit the person in the temples the right way, you might cause some damage. That day you spend some time on the left. on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Why play
Balatro!
poker when I was about to say, why play poker when you can play Belantro? Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it! You gain +2 money. You notice Vera standing in the corner, pissed. What looks like a fresh braid on the back of her head is actually 2 of her snakes fighting, poisons flying everywhere. Oh, oh, I'm okay. It's just Hissy and Bob are having another disagreement. It happens. This time they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called a kingdom or an empire. And it's like, who cares? I'm telling you, if they weren't my hair, I would sell them to Tyler, where they eat snakes. Decapitate them to set an example. You could totally rock some bangs. Snakes get feisty when they don't have a job. Put them to work building your evil empire. Why, of course. I'd forgot how testy snakes become without gainful employment. It's all about the best-selling books, Snakes Institute. But come to think of it, my snakes already do have jobs. They're just not doing them. Bob, where's the report on Portugal? Are they at war yet? Hissy, have you poisoned the school's water supply like I asked? No? Then how am I supposed to sell water to Miranda's family? Do you think it's easy selling water to mermaids? Hissy and Bob pull out cell phones and start making calls. You don't know which impresses you more. Vera's managerial skills are the fact that her snakes can use cell phones without thumbs. Either way, you gain +2 creativity and +1.
Shit.
Dude, I think I remember what I was supposed to do for the event. I think I was supposed to go to the bathroom. And which I never did.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
well.
Yeah, I think Vera
Oh.
did say something about meeting her in the bathroom to do it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Womp womp. I wanna
Yeah,
go.
no.
Hmm?
I was looking when you you did something that pulled out how many days we have left. Yeah, no, it's not happening.
Yeah, we're having prom tomorrow. As soon as I show off my night outfit. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. It seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain 2 creativity. A few minutes later, Calculester approaches you. You can tell he's nervous because all his fans are running at maximum speed. Hello, friend Barista. My calculations indicate that I possess greater than average amorous feelings in relation to you. Yeah!
Woo!
I am considering upgrading our relationship to more than friends. However, quantitative analysis of the relevant data pools indicates a disturbing trend. If a potential love interest cannot get along with their partner's parents, relationship success probability drops to 0.006%. Wow, Bailey's and Lua really beat the allegations, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I have what you organics would call a good relationship with the library computers that function as my parental units. I would like you to meet them and receive their blessing. Since you are such a kind, upstanding individual, this should not be an issue. Yeah, let me just make sure I clear my browser history first. Oh, fuck. Neither of those adjectives accurately describe you. More accurate would be horny and horny. Well, looks like you've got to concoct a brilliant plan to woo Calculester's parents. Learn binary so you can converse with them in their native tongue, or offer to defrag their hard drives for them. Isn't that like a head massage for computers?
I feel like learn binary would be really cool.
I feel like I have the smarts to pull that off, too. Damn it! You pick up a copy of binary for 01000100, 01110101, 01101101, 01101101, 01101001, 01100101, 01110011, and get to studying. You don't have very much time to practice, though, so you're nowhere near fluent when you meet Cal's parents. Greetings, you say to them. 01000010 001111 01001111 010100000100. What's taking you so long, says Calculester's dad. What, you don't like numbers or something? Frankly, I'm offended you would assume we use binary, says Calculester's mom. Our native language is Italian.
Wow.
I am not sure you are aware of what you were spelling, but you were essentially screaming penis at my family. This happens every time you try to meet someone's parents. You lose 2 smarts and 1 charm. Ugh. The monster prom draws near. Who will you ask to prom?
This is probably gonna go wrong, but oh well. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You're asking me to go to the prom with you. Have you seen yourself in a mirror? Your face is a crime against humanity. And not one of the crimes against humanity I enjoy perpetrating. Bye, you loser. Damn, you're bad at interacting with people. Story of my life. What the fuck? To repent for the sin of making such bad choices, you were forced to walk around the school in the nude. Accompanied by a nun who chants shame over and over while ringing a big bell. Classic.
God damn it. There we go. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Hey, I totally insulted the fuck out of your parents and kept screaming penis at them, but, oh, going to prom together. I mean, low battery, critical levels. Can't respond to awkward question. Shutting down. Beep boop. Failing at monster prom broke the essential process of growing up in your life. You became fixated on it, and you never became a functional adult. Now you're just an old person that sits at parks and talks to strangers about the time you almost got a date to the monster prom. It is as weird and sad as it sounds.
Oh. Alright, there we go.
You got voted most likely to make Pluto a planet again.
Again?
Yes. Let's do what we did last time. Shut you up. I feel like the goofy-ass music is especially fitting because of just how badly that went for us.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, Vera, while my absolute favorite, I love her to death, is one of the hardest ones to get the stats for.
Yeah, doesn't she have like 3 stats you have to do well with?
Yeah, I think it's either money, bonus, it's either a combination of money, charm, bonus, and smart.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's what? It's a combination of one of those three, like one of those four, boiled down to three.
I feel like it's definitely smarts and money are in there somewhere, and I would... Beyond that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Those 2 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. Calculester led a robot uprising, but it was like a nice uprising. They didn't riot or kill people, they just politely asked to have more rights and equal pay. Everything was fine until some monsters led a rebellion to kill all robots because they were rude robo-racists. But everything ended up just fine because Calculester traveled back in time and took care of it. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatnessness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy businesses. No one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Liam honed his most admirable skill and got a job with it. He now designs moment-gram filters. For those 2 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. The interdimensional prince, I love that guy.
Oh god, he is something, alright.
Well, I, for one, have been having an absolute blast.
Oh, I have as well. It's been a minute since I've played Monster Prom and had fun.
I was briefly wondering why all the credits were different, and then I was like, oh, right. We're the fucking... we did the... second term, the DLC, so there's lots more people.
Yeah.
That's probably why we got some different pictures, too. If I had to guess.
Yeah, that would definitely be it, I believe.
That's also why this isn't lined up like it did last time, where the song ended like right at the end of it. It's not happening this time. The shop now has a paper map. So vintage. I've unlocked 11 new images in the gallery. I say I, but... Well, I think on that note, we're probably gonna call it a night here.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea, given how long these take.
Perhaps. Just a thought. But like I said, I have had an absolute blast with you. Thank you very much for joining me on this adventure where we were young and unafraid.
Thank you for having me. It was quite the adventure indeed.
Now you're all the way up here. Now I gotta stand on the credits box. And now we turn and show everybody that I don't have my sea legs. Or I do, and I'm just a weeble wobble. Also, I added your latest drawing to the little art rotation.
Hell yeah.
I said that because it just came up, and I looked down and saw it, and I was like, oh yay, look at that. Me and a couple of gremlins.
The gremlin.
I am almost afraid to think of what it would have been like if Lucas and Freya had ever met.
Oh, that might happen in the next game.
Coffee Talk Tokyo, Lucas and Freya finally meet and cause the barista no end of grief. Alright, so I guess it's that magic hour. We should probably go raid out to somebody.
Yes. The magic hour of 3 a.m.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Where all the best shenanigans happen. Because all the brain cells are gone.
What's a brain cell?
My thoughts exactly. What
I know.
is a brain?
I know for a fact I don't have fucking any of those.
If I had any of them, they are gone by now.
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and see somebody I follow but don't get to see too much of. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Words are hard. We're gonna go hang out with Frostbite, who is playing Final Fantasy X. Let's see. I don't always get to go check in just because I'm always streaming and I also just sort of forget, honestly. But now we'll take this magic opportunity. But I must thank you again very much for joining me.
You're welcome. I had lots of fun. And hey, maybe who knows? Maybe we can do this again sometime.
Oh, absolutely. I would love that.
I would as well.
Maybe make it a like bi-weekly kind of thing.
Oh, heck yeah.
And we don't have to be limited to just the first game, considering we've got all three of them.
We have all three of them. I think both of us have all the DLC for all the games.
Probably. I think the only DLC I don't have is like the outfit DLC that comes with when you buy the soundtrack for the second one, but that's about it.
Fair enough. I don't have that one either then.
Yeah, we're gonna go drop that raid. We'll be back tomorrow night for Wonderlands Wednesday for more shenaniganery. Thank you!